very good morning to you. You're watching Times Now Live. I'm Pratibha. First up, let's get you some breaking news coming in from Kerala. A controversial Facebook statement made by CPM leader KT Jaleel, a close associate, an aide of Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. He was mentioning about his travel experience to Amritsar in his Facebook page. Jaleel equated Pakistan-occupied Kashmir with Azad Kashmir. The BJP leadership in Kerala has now questioned the post, and this has also received a lot of flack from social media, from a lot of people on social media who are attacking KT Jaleel for this statement. He has written to social media about his visit, but calling the part of Kashmir that is occupied by Pakistan as Azad Kashmir. Despite the efforts that have gone in, KT Jaleel insulting. Vivek is joining us live with more details on this. Vivek, take us through the details of the post. What has KT Jaleel exactly written in the Facebook post?
So now KT Jaleel in his Facebook post has compared, Kashmir, that is Pak-occupied Kashmir to Azadi Kashmir. Now this is a Facebook post which he has posted, explaining his journey to Amritsar, where there were various, Malayali organizations, which took part, and KT Jaleel was a part of it. Now, what he says is that Kashmir has lost its charm. Wherever you look, you only see army with rifles. Kashmiris have forgotten to smile. All politicians are under the house arrest. The second Modi government has divided Kashmir into three parts, and the anger can be read from their faces. Now, he also questions Article 370. He asked, was revocation of Article 370 able to meet its purpose? Now, basically, he said that, the Pak-occupied Kashmir is Azadi Kashmir, and during the, rule of Ziaul Haq, the Pakistan then president, there was a currency, there was an army that used to control this part of this region. And he said that even though they had a separate, army, a battalion, and also a currency, the government of Pakistan did not have any control over this region. But what is the most controversial part of this particular statement, especially in the 8th paragraph of his journey? He says that this is not Pak-occupied Kashmir, but this is Azadi Kashmir. And he also explains he speaks about how Kashmir has lost its charm, where you can only see army with rifles. All politicians are under house arrest. Basically, KT Jaleel is he's questioning, the NDA government's decision to abrogate Article 370, and also he questions, the army's presence in the valley. So very, very controversial statement that's been made by KT Jaleel, the former CPM leader and the former CPM minister, and now he is, an MLA from Malappuram, and that this has been questioned by various BJP leaders in the social media. There is widespread anger against KT Jaleel. In the meantime, there are also posts which is supporting KT Jaleel.
That's right. Vivek, in criticizing Prime Minister Modi, the polarizing statement that he has made is not just a criticism of Prime Minister Modi or the abrogation of Article 370. He is clearly taking an anti-India stance, which is why he's facing a lot of flack on social media as well, because he is talking about Pakistan-occupied Kashmir as being Azad Kashmir, talking about alleged atrocities in the Kashmir in India, and he has not mentioned a word about Pakistan.
Exactly. If you look at the statement, if you look at the paragraph, which if you just read through this paragraph, the lines, in his Facebook post, he has not made any statement against, the infiltration or, against the terrorists or any, groups, terrorist groups like Lashkar-e-Toiba. He has only been critical about the army's presence in the valley. Now, in the most controversial part in the statement which is made is about by comparing Pak-occupied Kashmir to Azadi Kashmir. Now, this is something which many people have taken objection to. Many people have raised their anger against it. Senior BJP leader Sandeep Warrior has also replied to this post, saying that the authorities should take note of this and take action against KT Jaleel. Remember, KT Jaleel has been in the controversy for such statements. He was an ex-member of the SIMI, the organization, the terrorist organization, which was banned later, and it was it was NDF which was formed, and then this NDF has turned out to be the Popular Front of India. So the background of KT Jaleel is also controversial. We know in the gold smuggling case, the accusation that's made against KT Jaleel So this particular Facebook post has not gone well with many of the Facebook users, and it's already become a controversy. It's now up to KT Jaleel to clarify what exactly he has meant by Azad Kashmir.
That's right.
Now,
So,
KT Jaleel,
Vivek, you mentioned that, he has had a controversial past. His association with Simi also well known. He is also known to be a close associate of Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. Similar allegations also being made by Swapna Suresh. Before we come back to you, RSN Singh on the phone line with us. Mr. Singh, a very dangerous statement that has been made by a former Kerala minister. He has called the Kashmir, part of Kashmir which is occupied by Pakistan, as Azad Kashmir, while questioning the Indian authorities in Kashmir.
No, I see no reason why he is not behind the jail by now, for sedition. What else does constitute sedition? Didn't we pass, a resolution in Parliament that the entire Kashmir belongs to us? And I can bet just 1 minute.
Okay, all right. We'll go back to that reaction, but that's a statement coming in. And KT Jaleel is somebody who is known for making such statements. In fact, Swapna Suresh had also accused him of anti-national activities while he was in power, while he was a minister in the cabinet of Pinarayi Vijayan. These are the allegations that were leveled against him, but he enjoyed a protection from Chief Minister. Vivek, despite these allegations, he enjoys patronage within the CPM. He's also known to be a close associate of the Chief Minister.
exactly. During the first LDF government, he was a very, very close associate of Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. He was an ex-member of Simi, the founder member of Simi, and then he has left Simi. He has become an independent MLA from Malappuram, and then he joined CPM. Now he is officially part of the CPM. And last tenure, he was a minister, higher education minister, and even during that tenure, there were various controversies that was raised against him. But the most important was the one raised by Swapna Suresh, the accused in the gold smuggling scam, saying that KT Jaleel was in direct touch with the UAE embassy. He had flouted the protocols a number of times, and he was in touch with them. Remember, according to the protocol, the ministers in charge are not supposed to be associated with the officials of other embassies, but he has flouted that, and there is a case against him. And now that the Enforcement Directorate and is already investigating this case, at this juncture, that a statement like this, and that too with just 3 more days, for the Independence Day, a statement like this from KT Jaleel is, for sure that the CPM will have to reply for this. Either KT Jaleel has to clarify what exactly he has meant by saying Azad Kashmir in his Facebook post. Now, this is, he was actually, it was a 13-paragraph statement which he has put out on the Facebook. In the 8th paragraph, he has made the statement. Now, on the first, second, third paragraphs, he was talking about the culture in Punjab, in Amritsar. Actually, they were going to for a trip to Amritsar along with various other members of various Malayali organizations. And it's at this point that he has made this statement about Kashmir. He says that Kashmir has lost its charm. Wherever you look, you see only army with rifles. Kashmiris have forgotten to smile. All politicians are under house arrest. The Modi government has divided Kashmir into 3 parts, and anger can be read from their faces. So clearly, KT Jaleel is questioning the government's stance on Kashmir, and he has, directly compared, Pak-occupied Kashmir to Azad Kashmir, and this is something which many people have taken objection to. We tried to reach out to KT Jaleel. His mobile is switched off, so we are yet to, get a clarification, an official clarification as what he exactly meant by saying Azad Kashmir.
That's right, and this is a statement that is going to haunt him for some time. His controversial past aside, this is a statement that he has made now, and the BJP leaders have already started questioning him on this statement.
Exactly. Sandeep Warrior has already, replied to this particular statement, saying that on what, context has he made this statement, has made his, statement of Azad Kashmir. How can he ever say that? So basically, it looks like the BJP leadership will take up this matter with the central leadership. They'll also file a complaint on this. But what has got the CPM and the Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan got to speak?
Okay.
What to say on
In
this?
fact,
This is
Vivek,
something.